So this video is going to show you how to make a custom form and add it to your Facebook page using a tool called Shortstack. It's actually shortstack.com. I've written about these guys before on my blog, and I've used them in a number of different projects. So I highly recommend them. I definitely want to check them out. One thing that they do offer, among a lot of things, is the ability to put a form onto a Facebook page. Let me give you an example here. So I'm at the Inbound Zombie Facebook page. I click on Schedule a Consult, and then when we arrive here, we see, kind of an overview of the company, portfolio, and then, schedule a free consult. So if I click on this, what I can do is I can actually collect leads directly off of Facebook. Okay, someone comes here, they put in their name, email, they check off what they're interested in, they can tell me what they want to discuss, give me their phone number, click on schedule a free consult, and then I get an email with all this information. Okay. Additionally, there's a database in the back end of Shortstack that shows me all the entries for this form. Right, so then I can download all of those entries into an Excel spreadsheet. So let me show you how this works. What you do is you log into Shortstack, you go over to an area called Forms and Promos. Right? So I'm going to click Forms and Promos, and I'm going to click New Custom Form. Okay? Enter the name of the form, click Create Form, and then I have a whole bunch of fields that I can add over to the right. First thing I want to add is a name. I can add a name field. If I mouse over it, I have the opportunity to edit the field. If I click on the pencil icon, it allows me to go into an edit field mode. Instead of adding fields, I'm now in this edit field mode. I can change the label. So I can say, what's your name? Okay, instead of, just name. All right. So I have that. Field components, first name, last name. Is this going to be required or not? Yes, I'm going to make this required. I can go back to add fields. If I want to add like a company name, I can click text field, a custom field. I add that, and I can customize that to say company. Okay, I'm just going to make this small. I can even set a minimum number of characters or a maximum number of characters. I go back to add fields, and I'm going to add more fields. I'm going to click on phone. And again, I'm going to change the name of the label. All right, this is required. So I have email, name, first name, last name, name of organization, and I could simply change the order of these as well, simply by dragging and dropping these items. Okay, I'm going to quickly fast forward now through the video, and I'm just going to add all the fields I need to add to this form, and then I'm going to save it, and then I'll show you how to add it to a custom tab. Alright, so I've created all of my fields. I've added them all right here. I'm ready to go. I click on Save Form. And then when I'm done with the form, creating the form, I go over to Tabs. Then what I do is I create a new tab. I've already created one right here. I'm just going to click on it. And then what I want to do is add the form to the tab. Now on the right-hand side, we have kind of a preview pane. And then what I want to do is I want to add a specific widget. I have a whole bunch of widgets that I can add here, and I want to add a Forms widget. So I click on this. It's going to open up a new window where I have to configure this widget. Okay. Now what I want to do is I want to select an existing form that I just created. Okay, so it's FUD's Fundraisers, and then I want to override a few labels. All right, so if I click on this, I can override some labels. So instead of submit, for example, I could just say send event info to Fuddruckers. People click on that, they know what it's going to do. It says sending wait, I don't need to change that. And then thank you for your submission. I could just say we'll be in touch shortly. All right. And then the other thing I want to do is I want to configure any other options that we have. Okay, so I click on options, and I want to look at visibility. So I'm just going to make this visible to everyone. I could say, fans only are going to see this, and then only display this form once someone likes the page. But again, I'm just going to leave it as at everyone. All right, and then I go back, I look at the content, this is all set to go, I click on Save. So I have this form. Now I'm going to add an image on top of the form. All right, so I click on this image widget. I select my image, which I'm actually going to upload from my desktop. I'm going to upload the image. It's uploading, and I want to use the selected image. I click on Save. Okay, I can also add a theme to the form. So I have an image, I have a form. I can go to this theme selector and I can decide, you know what, I want to add kind of a blue border, a light blue border around this with some rounded corners and have the fields look a certain way. All right. Once I do that, I do have the opportunity to go in and edit the CSS a little bit further, but I'm actually going to click No Theme in this case. I'm going to click on Save, and then the last thing I want to do is add it to a page. So I'm going to say Install Tab. It's going to give me two options, Quick Publish and Custom Publish. Custom Publish is where you can add a specific form to multiple pages. In this case, it's just very straightforward. I'm just going to add it to one page. I'm going to click Choose Quick Publish. Click on that. It's going to look for my page that I want to add it to. I click on Install, and the app has been installed. Now I'm going to take a look at it. This is the tab right here. Okay. Now what I can do is I can change the name of the tab, which I probably want to do. So I go to Fuddruckers New England, I scroll down a little bit, and I pick, new tab 1, edit settings, and I can also change this image as well. Okay. And I'll just show you again the final product. And that is how to add a form to your Facebook page.